So getting ready for our heat race for the junior mini dwarfs, the first heat. It'll be White Webb and the number 84 starting on the pole. To White's outside, the number 12, and Adam Knoll. Branson Spear in the 09, and the 7 of Tucker Carey. The 81 of DG George, and Jet Yant is rounding out the field. We go green. Letting the kids start us out here tonight. These are the youngest competitors here this weekend. They got them tied up there on turn number 4. And the 84 is going to slip up and give the spot to Jet Yantis and the number 1 machine. So White Webb slips back to the second spot. Knoll battling hard and some contact and keeping off the curb. He got a little airborne, but that didn't slow him down. He's back fighting for the inside for the second spot. Spear and the 09 tried the outside. He got stuck up high. Now Wyatt's way wide. Going to lose some time to the second spot. So your leader right now, the number 1 machine. Fast everywhere we see him. That's the number 1 of Jet Yantis. Started at the tail of the field, moved his way up to the lead in just about 1 lap. He just received the white flag, so the final lap for the number 1 machine as he cruises. No more, so slides through turns number 3 and 4 to the checkered. Yantis wins, Knoll second. Battle for the 3rd spot out of turn number 4. Some lap traffic is gonna get the number 09 of Spear to 3rd. So on the point, the number 76 of Striker Conley, the 86 of Carson Conway, Chloe Cotton in the 5 machine, the number 67P of Paige Jones. And there's some trouble over here in the corner. We're going to see a restart. Also in this field, let me double check this. There's Trenton Rickle and the number 22. We have a sneaky driver entering last minute. That's Forrester in the number 111 machine. Not on the sheet, so definitely a late entry here.
You could go down there and I guarantee you half the track would be the driver. Everybody ain't got that kind of afraid of it. Yeah. Hey, I'm like you. I haven't been out there either, but it's probably cooled down enough to where you can go. And
you can go there and they got a lunch special.
Yep.
They have a lunch. They get some lap times. I haven't been there.
And the cool thing is when they give you a number for your table, it's one of the local driver's numbers.
Gotcha.
It's cool as hell. I tell you.
Well, I think Greenway Pescatron coming back on board. We have ants in our house. They're amazing creatures. I could go in the shop and pick up my coffee cup, and then 30 minutes later, they weren't there then. So we had 10 minutes to get flood them. So we'll take Greenway Pescatron out.
Alrighty, so we're going to re-line up the field here.
Greenway Pescatron, give them a call.
Following this division, the junior mini dwarfs, you guessed it, the senior mini dwarfs going to be running their heat races. I know I got a smart crowd out there. I didn't even have to ask. Again, thank you all for tuning in with us here live from Bakersfield Speedway. We're going to have a good time here tonight, and we're happy that you joined us. Maybe some of you are beating the heat. Maybe some of you live too far away. Either way, we're happy to have you. As we get ready to go back to the green, Conley going to bring this field to the stripe. 3 wide all behind. Forrester in the second spot. Paige Jones out of turn number 2 in the 67P, 4th place driver. I thought she was going to have something for the 22. Rickle looking down low for the second spot. Striker Conley out to a good 10th car length lead, maybe more over Forrester, but Rickle will help Forrester spin it out. She was already sideways. Loses one spot. And Striker Conley coming to the white flag in the number 76 machine. Sprint car looking body work. I love all the different, we got a old panel truck and a sprint car racing with a modified right there. 3 different body styles, same type of chassis. Chloe Cotton in the number 5. Trouble for that 5 car. Seemed to have stalled on the front straightaway. With that, we'll have a 1-lap shootout when we go back to green. 5 unable to get fired up. Track safety gonna push the 5 off the track. So Chloe Cotton gonna DNF out of her heat. As a beautiful pace car pulls back out onto the track.
What do you do, Brian? You call rockauto.com. That's right. You'll ever need rockauto.com. They got everything.
And you see the crew trying to get to that 5 car. Chloe Cotton's team trying to get the 5 back onto the racetrack. Pull start, and is it going to work?
There is no NASCAR. No, it's being ran. I didn't put the spoiler there, but they're running it.
Now, the spoiler alert would be you telling everybody here who won.
Oh, yeah. That
Does not look like it's going to work. They're trying. It looks to be Joey Antis behind the number 5.
They want to see it. They'll record it. They'll say, oh.
Well, when you told me it was being ran tonight, I didn't DVR it.
I didn't either.
I was going to watch it tomorrow, because tomorrow's my lazy day.
Yeah. Did you have to go to your tours today?
No, I had to go to work.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have to work. Well, I actually had to work today. We worked our new project.
They're trying.
We use the Rise and Paint.
They're also lining up the field too, so doing their best to give the 5 team as much time as they could possibly give them. But we are doing a bit of a lineup here. So the officials getting the field back in running order. And that is helping out the 5 of Chloe Cotton's team. They're thrashing on it, but will it start back up? It's stalled on the front straightaway. If I'm staring at the body language, it doesn't look promising. Oh, I lied. There it is. So that bit of a time allowed the 5 car to continue on. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, it was a good effort. Oh, well, maybe not. They're trying to get the 5 Chloe back out on the track. Trying to beat the pace car. Here's the Thunder style. We go back to green. Striker Conley has a rear bumper full of Forrester. They're hooked going into turn 1 and 2. This will allow them to not only go into the mud pit, but also Rickle inherits the lead and the checkered flag here tonight in the heat race number 1 for the senior mini dwarfs.
The third, so that's locked up. Turn 1.
So they both slid into Lake Mosier over there.
Now, you know the other day, or just a commercial, talking about not much fun sectors in the Alamo.
And I like that was heat 2 for the junior mini dwarfs. Now we're going to go into heat number 1 for the senior mini dwarfs, the older kids here tonight.
That could be the leader. That could be the leader. Erase them. Gotcha.
Well, they can raise them and lower them. They got all the stuff to these wheels.
Addison Myers in the 86 starts on the pole. To her outside is Mallory Myers in the 86M. The 7, Nathaniel Edwards. The 17, Tyler Blankenship. We got Kennedy Cotton in the 6 and the 17 of Tyler Blankenship. Austin Murch in the 12, and that is your field. And there are 3 wide through turns 4 wide down the front straightaway. And look at the 12 of Murch up to the second spot from starting at the tail of the field. So good drive to the front, but the best drive to the front is the number 6 of Kennedy Cotton. Started at the tail of the field, drove up to the lead. Kennedy's all by herself. Second spot battle between Austin and Tyler. Austin Murch trying to hold down the line from Tyler Blankenship. White flag waved. One more to go. This is the best battle on track, the battle for the second spot. I'm going to have to cut away because we got the lead out of turn number 4. Kennedy Cotton to the line. Who's going to get it? Blankenship's going to get by Murch. And into the second spot. These have been quick, more or less quick heats. 6 laps. Not a lot of carnage. That's what we like to see. And these are the pros of the kids, if you will. The senior mini dwarfs heat number 2. Going to roll onto the racetrack right now. That'll be Mason Ratcliffe starting on the pole. Brody Graham to Mason's outside in the number 25. The 2 machine of Jacob Carey inside row 2. And Taylor Morrison in the number 60 outside row number 2. Rounding out the field, the number 24 of Trent Nierto. And the number 4, another driver not listed on our lineup. So we'll just call it Kevin Harvick. Kevin he made the move up to the mini dwarfs. So good job, Kevin. Oh, they're tight going into turn number 1. Brody Graham. Oh, trouble behind turns number 3 and 4. Ratcliffe going to go around. Going to keep it going, the number 3. And now Harvick looking to the inside of Yurto. NASCAR Monster Energy Cup Series champion Kevin Harvick. At least that's who I think it is. Unless I have a sheet that has his name otherwise, I'm going to announce it as Kevin Harvick. Brody Graham, your lead in the number 25. The 2 of Carey. I wonder if Tony Stewart and Gene Hosser wondering why Kevin Harvick decided to race at Bakersfield tonight in the senior mini dwarfs instead of Kentucky. This is all a joke, folks, just like low budget TV is. All right, white flag is waving. Brody Graham through turns number 3 and 4 coming to the checkers, and the number 25 heat number 2 winner for the senior mini dwarfs. Second spot goes to Jacob Carey. 3rd, Taylor Morrison. 4th, Kevin Harvick in the 4 senior mini dwarf. And Yurto finishing 5th. That's a wrap for the senior and junior mini dwarf heats. Now we go into the 3rd mile.
On our website.
Starting on the pole, look at these numbers right here. The 1D machine. Hey man, as long as you have numbers, it's a race car. David Wolford, and the number 1D starts on the pole. The 75W of Brandon Wolford. Yes, same last names. Front row. Second row has the number 77 of Steve Rourke, and the 33 of Mike Conway. So close to winning here. Can tonight be the night? The number 70 of Roy Maynard Sr., and rounding out the field, the 86 of Lauren Myers. Lights out. 8-lap heat race, number 1 for the mini stocks. We'll see how it all shapes out from here. Green flag is waving, and we are racing. Something an issue in that 33, or just got up in the greasy stuff. And it does not look good. That 33 fired up and tried to drive away, but the car would not allow it to. So Mike Conway from Bakersfield, trying hard to win his first mini stock race. Got the wall out of turn number 2. So immediate concerns is hopefully that 33 can be fixed for the main event.
If Mike Conway can't start the race, he'll go to the tail end of the field because he put the caution.
You can see the tow truck. I would imagine we got a right front issue and also a right rear. You saw the 70 get a piece of the 33 of Conway, right rear flat tire for the number 70 Roy Maynard. When this 33 of Conway ricocheted off the wall, got into Maynard, and he's going to have to go into the hot pits, get a tire change. The hook over there in turn number 2, attaching to the 33 of Mike Conway.
But again, the 10th race of the year for this division. Conway was the last winner. Lucy Ward is your point leader with 664.
Yeah, this is the whole summer I think we're in for
In third place is Steve Ward.
Well, you see what I see, right front issue. That could be a bunch of things all together. Could be the strut, could be the control arms, could be some ball joints, could be the spindle. As there's a mechanical black flag going to the 70. Flat right rear.
Mike Conway was a victory. John Schwarzenberger was a victory. And Lonnie Stiller was
So senior gonna have to pull off the track where I made it senior. Here's the damage on the right front. That was a solid hit over in turn number 2. You can see right at the RPM Collision Center billboard there. It looks like we're gonna get the... No, I thought we were gonna get the one to go. So I think they're gonna wait on Maynard to see if they can change out a tire.
Lights are still on in the corners, 4 corners, the caution light, the yellow light. And now Doug will turn it off as he runs. Turn number 4, roll up that ring flag.
All right, now we're gonna get the one to go.
That we go racing to 1. And these cars
And
receiver.
call it good. So I gotta ask one of our viewers here tonight, Carla Laney. I'm gonna ask you, Carla, what's the temperature like there in Torrance? Because I'm a bit jealous of you, just a little bit. I mean, we're here at Bakersfield watching some racing, but you're in Torrance, California. Let's hear about that coastal community in Torrance. How's that temperature there? Because I'm sure it's not 102 like it is here. All right, David Wolford, Brandon Wolford, bringing the field back to the green. Complete restart here in the mini stocks. Rourke in the 3rd spot. Myers in 4th. Top 3 on the screen right now. Rourke's going to get all crossed up out of turn number 4. David Wolford leads lap number 1. And problem for the leader. The 1D machine pulls into the infield with a mechanical issue. So David Wolford going off the track. Brandon Wolford inheriting the lead. So it's a good thing there's 2 Wolfords here, because one of the 2 might end up winning here. Carla replied with a 90-degree day in Torrance, California. That's nice. About 100 degrees cooler than here right now. But I honestly can't complain about the temperature, because I am not driving one of these race cars, or crewing on one for that matter. Top 2 on the screen, the only 2 on the race. Oh no, we got Myers here in the 86. I thought there was something wrong, but we're good. Good looking number 86 machine for Myers. Top 2 still on the screen. So Brandon Wolford inherits the lead after David Wolford has a mechanical issue. David parked in the infield. We have 2 laps to go in this mini stock heat. And around this time of the year, we can expect mechanical issues purely because of the heat. You can imagine that these cars, they're maintained as much as they can be, but for these stock type classes, you're expecting a lot out of these racing machines, that they're all stock parts. Nice move by Brandon Wolford to the inside of Myers there. Checkered flag out of turn number 4 for Waffle. Let me try that again. Checkered flag out of turn number 4 for Wolford. That sounded much better the second time around. Rourke finishing second. Myers finishing third.
If you are a regular, most of you are here, you'll know all about Gil's transmission.
And that was the heat number 1 for the mini stocks. Heat number 2 coming up next.
Huge place. And great job of great cars. It's been around forever. That's a good sideline for us. So, coming out now will be heat race number 2 of the Coca-Cola mini stock.
We have 3 heats here tonight for the mini stocks.
On the outside, 15L, California from Gavin Tires, Eric Lloyd.
17 mini stocks scheduled to participate here tonight. Hopefully we don't have any major issues with at least the 2 cars that fell out of the first heat for the mini stocks. 17 scheduled to appear. And we also have a truck. So we have 16 race cars and 1 truck. And I'll get to that truck here in a second. Hell, I think the water truck should race too.
Doug Shepard, 2 heat race wins, 1 victory, 2 top 5. Races off and on. Not really irregular, as it was last.
All right, let's go through the starting lineup in this one. The number 52, Christy Zumwalt, starts on the pole. Eric Loya to the outside of the number 15L machine. Row 2 has the number 79 of Doug Shepard. And the 2 of Jillian Mercer, outside row 2 starter. The number 14 of Parker Cherry. And our truck here tonight, our one and only, Larry Ramirez from Tulare, California, running out the heat number 2 in his number 32 truck.
If they need to work on the car, of course, they go down to the hot light, which is behind the board. Behind turns 1 and 2.
Tiptoeing around the corners. Green flag is out. Christie's going to bring the field to the green. And just like that, Doug Shepard, the veteran, goes into the lead on turns number 1 and 2. Loya in the 3rd spot trying to get by Christie. Slipping and sliding through the corners. Shepard's going to have a big lead out of turn number 4. But the battles from 2nd on back. Parker Cherry to the inside of Loya. Loya's slipping and sliding, hanging on to it. Oh, going right. He was left, going left again, and saves it. Saves it. That was the biggest tank slapper out of a mini stock I've ever seen, and that's almost a oxymoron like jumbo shrimp. So Loya with the save of the night, the longest save I've ever seen. It's a battle here for the 2nd spot. It is Cherry and Zumwalt battling it out. Cherry's going to get it out of turn number 2. Zumwalt slips back to 3rd. Shepard closing in on some lap traffic. Eric Loya in the 15L might fall victim to your leader right now. 4 down, 4 to go. Make it 3 to go at the stripe. 15L out. Doug Shepard has the lead, has about a half-track lead over the 14 of Parker Cherry. Good-looking mini stock there. Christy Zumwalt in the number 52 in third. Starting to get some pressure from the truck driver. Larry Ramirez in the 32 machine. White flag waving for Shepard, who has literally no pressure from anything. This is the best battle on track. Battle for third. Shepard out of turn number 4, gets the checkered flag. Over here, it is Ramirez getting by Zumwalt. Larry Ramirez looks to go up to the third spot and takes it. And I can't wait for the nighttime because I just realized he's got some lights on his valve stems. So he'll be a lit up green wheeled machine.
And all the apparel you needed to.
So we've seen some exciting heat races so far out of the mini stocks. Third and final round of the heats will come up now.
You don't have to have the order for it. That one's quite on the floor. Take it home. Fred County Motorsports. 2211 Chester Avenue. Heat race number 3 on the pole. We'll start with number 7. Mom and Dad, the top, some little steakhouse. Taxi Tattoo, First Fall Electric, RC Graphic Solutions, Rob Bayside Barbecue. Last year's track champion, Lonnie Spiller on the outside. Lonnie will be the 13th from Tulare, California, for February side, California, sponsored by Candy Window Fitting, the 3W David Waller, and on the outside, from Les Schwab Tires, infamous heat is Carter Cherry, and by yourself, leading the points to 123, construction.
All right, heat race number 3 on track. Let's go through the starting lineup. What do you say? It'll be Carter Cherry starting on the pole. The number 68 machine, Jose Rosales. And the number 13X starting outside. I love the face. Maybe we can zoom in on the face next time by. Lonnie Spiller, last year's champion, starting inside row number 2. To Lonnie's outside, it's an all-female row 2. Misty Warren, well, now I don't know what the heck's going on. Misty Warren is in there somewhere in the number 123W. Lonnie Spiller will go to the front. David Waller in the 23W will start inside of row number 2, it looks like. But look at that face. Now we can officially call that 13X a pissed off Pinto. It's official. With that face. No denying it. Lonnie Spiller bringing the field to the green. We'll have 8 laps to settle this third and final heat race for the mini stocks. We go green. Spiller gets an early lead. Warren up to the second spot now. Waller third, battling with Jose Rosales for the third spot. Oh, Jose, can you see? Out of turn number 2. I thought he was going to do the same thing Conway did. Oh, maybe not. He's going to nearly scratch the wall. Jose Rosales in that pissed off Pinto is hammered down here tonight. David Waller looks like he has a flat right front. No. The way that car was doing its body language. The car is smoking now. You wonder if there's something wrong with the front suspension. Maybe the tire's rubbing onto something. Look how much lean that right front has through the corners. And you can see that car slowing down considerably. wrong with the suspension? That's all I can answer. You can smell some tire smoke as well. Here's your top two going into turn number 1 and 2. Lap number 5 of 8 as they run. It's 1 and 2. Spiller and Warren. Cherry is third. 6 down, 2 laps to go in this third and final mini stock heat. Top 2 are on the screen. Mr. Warren's going to throw it hard into turn number 3 and 4, but not able to get any distance gained on the 7 of Spiller. We're closing in on the 23W of David Waller. Out of turn number 4, Spiller's going to come to the checkered flag. Heat number 3 winner here tonight in the mini stocks. So second spot goes to Warren, third spot Cherry, fourth will go across the stripe now. The 13X of Jose Rosales. And coming out of turn number 4 right now, he's going to cross the stripe any minute now, David Waller. That completes the third heat race.
They have them down there doing that.
Man, I love using the living area. I love that stuff, man.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Awesome. I was going to say.
So coming up next will be our 3 Model-Lite heat races, followed by the hobby stocks and the modified.
On the pole for Force Away, the Conference. On the outside pocket will be the number 6 Force Away, Conference. There you go. It's Jake Pike. Third roll of the double zero. The Miller springs and supplies and wide normal. Giant flip on the outside from Advanced Fabrication Galvin Tire Performance Off-Road Barney Racing United Refrigeration. Tim Barney. Then we pick up roll number 4, the 66 of Shane Moore out of Pahrump, California. That's right. That should be Pahrump, none of that. That's Nevada. It's a drive. That probably tells me that
I think he came with
All right, it lights out for the Model-Lites. We get ready to go heat race number 1 for the modified lights.
So the Cocker family, father and son in the 23K, and the dad in the 6.
It'll be the 23K of Caden Cochran bringing the field to the green. Kenny Cochran in the number 6 in the outside front row. 68, Caden McCaslin, the 23 of Jake Pike from Pahrump. Also in this field, Cheyenne Flippo in the 00, Tim Varney in the 171, and rounding out the field, Sean Moore from Pahrump as well. Lights racing around turns number 1 and 2 on lap number 1. Caden Cochran bringing this field to the stripe of lap number 2. Here comes the 6 of Kenny Cochran. Contact made and top 3 spins it out. Oh boy, that'll be fun. That'll be a fun conversation. I'd like to be a fly on the wall on that one. So Caden and Kenny Cochran made the initial contact, and with it took the 23 of Jake Pike along with him. Jake just had nowhere to go. He hit the brakes hard and spun her out. No significant contact that I saw. Maybe a little push start needed, but interesting. With all that, the number 171, Tim Varney. You get the lead after all this. Cheyenne Flippo, second spot now. Potentially. It looks like we are going to give the 23 of Jake its spot back.
He simply just tried to avoid the accident and was what we call getting selected.
So Jake inherits the lead. Jake Pike from Pahrump, Nevada. I wonder if Pahrump is hotter or colder than Bakersfield, and if so, by how much? So the lights out from the flag stand.
Tim Barney second, Shine Flippo, and Nick Sean Moore from Pahrump. So, two drivers from Pahrump, Nevada, one in the lead, one in fourth place.
Here we go, back to the green flag. Restart lap number 2 of 8. Jake Pike, your early leader. Varney in the second spot, Flippo in third. Sean Moore in the fourth spot. And then the Cochrans, fifth and sixth, with McCaslin in seventh. Battle for the second spot out of turn number 4. Flippo trying for the inside underneath Varney. Lap number 5 of 8. Sean Moore in the 66 machines figuring out this track. Putting some pressure. Was putting pressure on Flippo there. But here comes Kenny Cochran to the outside. Trying to get the 4th spot away from Sean Moore. Kenny Cochran on the move on the outside. Figured something out in these Model Lights. White flag is waving. One more lap to go. How far up can Kenny Cochran go? He's looking for the 2nd spot now. On the outside of Varney out of turn number 2. Makes the job done. But through turns number 3 and 4, that is Jake Pike coming to the checker. And the number 23 Model Light. Look at that finish right there. Everybody on top of each other. We have a competitive field here of Model Lights just in that first heat. Looking forward to tonight's main events later on tonight. So we got a winner here tonight. Jake Pike from Pahrump, Nevada. Out of towner, showing them how to do it in Bakersfield.
Silver State Transportation and Elite Engineering, it's Colin Hipton. And alongside him is 6 to 76, so Junior Motorsports, D and Ed Trucking, H&H Body Works, heavy duty truck and equipment, all lit up graphics. It's Corey Jones, third row inside from A1 Springs, and the flag might be normal. There's our track champion is Jerry from Rocket, Flippo on the outside. The number 12, the very fast Jeff Thompson. The number 11 is chosen to go to the film if you're a first-time inter-race car. Kirby Lewis, and if you think is that it, yeah, that is Kirby Lewis. He is retired from racing, and therefore he can get into a race car.
Heat number 2 for the Model Lights, getting ready to rock and roll.
So, you come out there, we'll see.
It'll be Colby Lewis in the number 11 machine. Gonna start the tail of the field. This car, let me get a good view of this. Let me adjust my tripod real quick. This car has already rolled over tonight, and I'll explain that later. Starting on the pole, it is another Pahrump driver, Colin Hibden, bringing the field to the green. 78 of Roy Maynard Jr., 13 of Jerry Flippo, the 12, it's a little tight out of the corner, 12 of Jeff Thompson, the 13 and the 12 have a history. Keep an eye on that here tonight. 76 of Chloe Jones, And let me get to the 11 here in just a second. As we're battling for the second spot. Hibden slips back to third, maybe one more spot behind. Yep, he's gonna slip back to fourth now. Now that I got him kind of single file, this car, this 11 car, piloted tonight by Colby Lewis, was slated to start on the pole in this heat race. Colby, however, got the pole in hot laps. He actually clipped the wall out of turn number 4. See that indent? Got the wall out of turn number 4 and tipped it over. Not a hard roll, obviously it's still racing here tonight, but a rollover nonetheless. So this car has already seen action. And props to the team for getting it back out on the track. Here's a look at your top 3 right now. Maynard, your leader. Second spot is Filippo. Third spot, Thompson. Fourth spot, Collin. And this actually is the best battle on the racetrack right now. Battle for 5th. Between the 76 of Chloe Jones and the 11 of Colby Lewis. White flag will fly for your leader, the number 78 of Roy Maynard Jr. Roy Maynard Sr., if you recognize that name, ran in the mini stock race earlier tonight. Junior's going to come out at turn number 4, collecting the checkered flag in heat race number 2 of the Mod Lights. And the battle for 5th continues on. Lewis in the 11 trying to get by Chloe Jones in the 76. There is a bit of a run, but too late. Chloe Jones stays ahead of Colby Lewis.
Even at lunch, had some great prime ribs, steaks, chicken, fish, hamburgers, fish and chips. They got a full menu, 4 bars, and a full wine cellar, if that's the kind of thing. Or go for dinner.
So Pahrump, Nevada in the house here tonight for the Model 8s. They brought a total of 3 cars. Well, no, hang on. I think Jeffrey was telling me about this 2 weeks or 4 weeks ago, maybe, when I wasn't here. But there's only 2 cars from Pahrump, Nevada. But there is 1 car from Pahrump, California, according to my sheet. So must be like I've never been to Pahrump, but it must be similar to Lake Tahoe, where it just depends on where the state line comes across. I didn't know the geography was that way, but yeah, Pahrump, Nevada, and then Pahrump, California. Nice. Or so they say. On the pole in this 3rd and final heat for the Model 8s will be the number 7P of Seth Poncetta. To Seth's outside the 14 machine of J.D. Brown. Inside row 2, there's number 71 of Candy Varney. The Candy's outside, that's a 117 of Nicholas Johnson. I believe that's a debut race for us to see him in a Model 8 on Low Budget TV. The 70 of Anthony Balgazar, rounding out the 3rd row with Kylie Forrester in the number 1. Third and final Model 8 heat. Hobby stock is coming up next. We go green. Out to the early lead, J.D. Brown, the number 14 machine. Second spot, Poncetta. We go yellow. It's like a restart. Well, maybe we're looking for a car. Maybe we're looking at something. Possible fuel leak is what they're thinking. Maybe a loose gas cap or something.
So, no laps completed.
as Justin waves the car in so he can check it.
That's Candy Barney.
What he's doing is checking to see if the cap is on the fuel cell. And then communicate with the driver what the problem might be.
So we're taking a look at the number 71, Candy Varney. Seeing if Candy has their fuel cap on.
So everything's fine in the car, according to our officials.
Maybe it's just overfilled. Maybe it's kind of a little coming from an overflow hose.
That's Candy's his car. It's about a month old. He's got just a couple races on it. And so in the points race in our Slinging Door to Barrel Mod Light, Zach Forrester is your leader with 450. Second is Jeff Thompson with 438. Zach Forrester did 5 victories. Jeff Thompson 5 top 5. Actually 5 third place. Very Clifford with a victory, but third place.
One to go from the flag stand, so we're going to try it again. Complete restart as if this race never happened. Even though what we did get to see was J.D. Brown take an early lead before the yellow came back out.
This is our 7th race of the season. Our last winner was the number 11 car. That's Zach Forrester, not driven by a rookie.
Here we go, back to the green, and the 71 pulling up into the infield. So something wrong with that 71 of Candy Barney. Nonetheless, we go back to racing. J.D. Brown, the early leader again. 117 of Nicholas Johnson in the second spot. Kind of all over the place for the 7 of Poncetta. Poncetta does not have a handle on that 7 machine at the moment. Battle up here for the second spot. The 70 of Balcazar. Taking a look to the inside of the 117 of Nicholas Johnson. Lap number 3 of 8 as they cross the stripe. J.D. Brown has command of this race in the number 14. Good to see Dan O'Leary tuning in with us here again tonight. He's saying that Pahrump, he's been there, he's raced there with the 49 modified, or at least he has raced, he's cheering for the 49 modified. But he's saying that track is small, about the size of the infield mini dwarf track here tonight. That sounds like a track we got to go film then. It's small little bull ring, Pahrump. Thanks, Dan, and all the viewers with us here tonight. Got to thank you all for your support and for tuning in with us at the Bakersfield Speedway. Got mod lights on the racetrack, followed by the hobby stocks and the IMCA modified heat races. Trouble back here on the back straightaway for Forrester. And we go yellow. Slow to pull off the track. Kind of wonder if there's something wrong with Poncetta's 7 machine.
Or she's just taking a shortcut.
You got enough of that? No, I'll check the test, I guess.
It's going to the thing.
Yeah.
But creeping and crawling off the track right now, the number 1 of Kylie Forrester.
You're probably waiting on the track as well. So the 7 car will be behind the 7. There's 6 laps completed, I believe. Lap heat race coming up next will be our hobby set.
Still out front is that 14 of Hollywood, J.D. Brown. Then we forgot the 117 of this.
All right, we're going to go back to green with a 2-lap shootout. So green-white checkered here. Lap 6 of 8.
Yeah, Anthony Bachelor. Katie Pratt of the 14, he is 8th in points. The 2 heat-race wins and the 1 top 5. Showing a lot of promise because, the bad luck in the main event.
Here we go, J.D. Brown bringing the field to the green. Nicholas Johnson, Anthony Balcazar, and Seth Poncetta. The last remaining cars on the field. Oh, Johnson tried for the lead, could not get the job done. Balcazar looking to the inside now, shoots down low, white flag waves, and a change for the second spot. Anthony Balcazar moves the 70 up to the second spot. Nicholas Johnson around out of turn number 2. J.D. Brown led from the start to the finish and gets the checkered flag in heat 3 for the Mod Lights. Nicholas Johnson stalled it over in turn 2. Hobby Stocks coming up next. Taking a look into the pit area.
If we have scheduled the Mod Lights for the Bud National, it's possible we could get 2.
Looking into that pit area. It'll be the number 33 of Robert Swearingen, leading the field to the green in this Hobby Stock heat number 1. To Robert's outside will be the number 5 of Raymond Nolan Jr. Inside row 2, Mark McCaslin in the 15 machine, the stuntman we call him. And the 16B in the outside, Justin Gonzalez. Rounding out the field, the number 91, the tall glass of water, Marcus Wonk. I don't know how he fits in that car, but we go green. 3 wide for a split second up front. Nolan to the inside of Swearingen. Battle for the lead through turns number 3 and 4. Swearingen's going to fight back on the high side and almost get the lead up the stripe. Nolan will have the advantage out of turn number 2. He stays down low, gets a spot from Swearingen. You hear these Hobby Stocks, those motors are thumping right now. Wonkum trying to take down the turn 2 wall, at least teasing it. Running that high line over in 1 and 2. All these drivers running that high groove. Swearingen with a bit of a bobble that will allow McCaslin in the number 15 machine to close in and make it a battle for the second spot. He looks slow to the inside of Swearingen. About a 5-8 car length lead over Swearingen, who's sideways and loses more time to your leader. Battle for third. You see the 91 to the inside of McCaslin. So Wonkum and McCaslin duking it out for third. It'll be McCaslin slipping back with a right rear flat. You see him pull it off the track just in time before he plowed the wall there. White flag waves for Nolan. Nolan, a fast number 5 here tonight. And every night he's out here racing in the Hobby Stocks through turns number 3 and 4. Nolan taking the checkered flag. Raymond Nolan Jr. from Porterville. Second spot, Swearingen. Third spot, Wonkum. Fourth, Gonzalez in the number 16B machine. That was a pretty fast heat race. 8 laps done in a flash.
Well, the government was called, but he's not where to take your car or a van or a truck, perhaps fixed or the right people to get trouble with the law. RPM Collision Center. There you go. See that car taking that thing over there on Price Street? RPM Collision.
Yeah, my truck started in there.
What's that?
My truck. I took my truck to them.
There you go. There it is. Testimony from Brian Smith up in the hot motor top. He raced number 52 from A1 Automotive Turner Transmission. Cowboy gears On the pole, Perry Alderman Jr. And on the outside, to make the paint wallpaper.
Heat number 2 rolling onto the track for the Hobby Stocks. Heat number 2 of 2. So coming up next will be our IMCA modified heat races. We'll have 3 heats for the modifieds. Wait, let me verify that. 2 heat races for the modifieds.
I guess the story last month has been Chris Satellite. That family worked so hard on that car, they continue to bring these cars out, and boy, I gotta tell you, they've done some great things in that car. Chris has, and his family, and his supporters, and his sponsors. And, all from that rock, now they get into it back. That's a million, and if anything can bring a road, that's what they do. That's what I was talking to, they got the picture. What do you say? He said, you gotta work on it. You gotta work on it.
Hobby Stocks are working in the high groove, trying to push down some of the loose stuff up high.
But leading to the point, it was a fine young man, and I gotta tell you, not much gets to move quick until he's in that race car. And like I said, I was talking to him earlier, I said, I told him, probably, it's not a problem, but you're just moving down. You know, you jump in there and you're taking to it like...
All right, heat race number 2 for the Hobby Stocks. The final heats for the Hobby Stocks. Perry Alderman in the number 52 brings the field to the green. Chris Settlemeyer looking for 3 main event wins in a row out here at Bakersfield Speedway. He starts outside. Trevor Baker, Carl Nolan, and Jaden Schweitzer. We go green. Side with the advantage out of turn number 2. Settlemeyer in the number 4P machine takes the lead and looks to lead lap number 1. Battle for second spot. Nolan to the outside. Raymond Nolan Jr. won the first heat. Carl Nolan making a Nolan sweep in the heats. Battle for third. Trevor Baker down low to the inside of the 52 of Perry Alderman, with Jaden Schweitzer behind. Good battle here for third spot. You're watching them race it out right now. Perry Alderman in the 52 trying to hold off the 10 of Trevor Baker. Battle for the third spot. They're racing it out like it's a transfer battle. Trevor Baker will get the spot over Perry. Lap 5 of 8. We're going to have 2 to go at the stripe for Settlemeyer. All by himself, has about a 10 car length lead over Carl Nolan. White flag wave. Battle for the 5th spot. 4th, I should say. On the racetrack right now, Schweitzer and Alderman. Schweitzer's going to loop it over in turns number 1 and 2. Chris Settlemeyer already looking good for his 3 in a row sweep out here at Bakersfield Speedway. He's won the last 2 main events for the Hobby Stocks. Got the checkered flag in Heat 2 tonight. Can he go 3 main event wins in a row? We'll have to find out later on in the main events.
We have the opportunity.
All right, heat number 1 for the IMCA Modifieds. The 2J of Justin Schweitzer. Didn't think that'd be a mouthful. We'll start on the pole to his outside, the 24 of the West Coast Wildman, Roger Holder. Tricky Troy Folger inside row 2 with the 17 of the Terrabella Terra, Steve Nolan. Blake Fornell, Ethan Johnson. And the 198, the Rebel, Robbie Sawyer. number 1 of 2. We got 15 modified scheduled to race here tonight on a hot Bakersfield evening. The West Coast Wildman Roger Holder leads lap number 1. Battle for 4th. You see on the right side of the screen Ethan Dotson, the 175, battling with Steve Nolan, 17N. And right behind all that is the 198 of Robbie Sawyer. Lap number 2 of 8. These modifieds are flying around this track. Roger Holder has the lead. Schweitzer in the second spot, Folger in third. Battle for 4th between Dotson and Nolan. The Terrabella Terror holding off Ethan Dotson. He's going to try to the outside now, the 175. Ethan Dotson looking to the outside now, cutting it down low. Good battle for the 4th spot. Nolan hanging it out a little bit. Ethan Dotson still not able to get around the 17N. These drivers keeping it tight, keeping it clean up front. We got another 3-car pack. 1, 2, 3 on the screen. Holder holds off. The 2J of Schweitzer, who's now battling with Folger now, the white flag wave. Bouncing up the track of the 2J of Schweitzer, battle for the 2nd spot out of turn number 2. No changes in the 4th spot battle as Holder comes to the stripe. Your heat number 1 winner. Great racing, and how about that? Robbie Sawyer actually got by Dotson at the stripe. So Holder, the West Coast Wildman, gets heat number 1 victory. 2nd spot Schweitzer, 3rd spot Folger. 4th goes to 17 of Nolan. 5th, Sawyer. 6th, Dotson. And 7th, that'll be the number 14T of Blake Thornell. Second heat race on the racetrack. They're slowly rolling onto the track. It looks like they might do some track prep a little bit and get the high side rolling in. And if you're taking a little sneak peek on what's going on here tonight on our Facebook Live look-in, it's only a sneak peek, folks. Don't be spoiled. You are going to just get to see a little piece of the action here. Modifieds on the track for their 2 heat races. If you want to check out the entire night of racing from here on out, like all the viewers on lowbudget.tv are doing, you go to lowbudget.tv and join us for the rest of the night. We're doing a little sneak preview of our live look-in here from the Bakersfield Speedway. It's a warm night. We got some fast modifieds. We also have the hobby stocks, mod lights, mini dwarfs, and mini stocks. So a full night of racing here from the Bakersfield Speedway. You can catch it in 3 different qualities. You can watch it on standard definition, high quality, as well as high definition here from the Bakersfield Speedway. Only the best for our viewers. One to go from the flag stand. It'll be the 13 of Jerry Flippo, pulling double duty here tonight in the Model Lights and the Modifieds. Starting on the pole to his outside, the Surfer Dude Brian Clark. The inside is Rob Sanders in the 11. The 1P, that is California Flash, Scott Pounds. Brad Pounds inside row number 3 in the 11XX. Randy Thornell in the 07T, and Levi Kiefer rounding out the field in the 12. We go green. Wide action up front for the lead. It'll be the Surfer Dude, Brian Clark, taking the lead down the back straightaway. Second spot goes to Scott Pound. 51P machine. Third spot, Sanders, the Sandman Rob Sanders in third. Your pole sitter, the 13th, slips back to fourth. And it'll be interesting keeping an eye on the number 12 of Levi Kiefer here tonight, stepping back into competition with the IMCA Modifieds. He's won a lot of races out here in the sport mods. He's piloting number 12. And I walked up to him and I said, you know, that 12 machine, Levi, we're used to seeing you racing the number 3. But the 12, that's a different number for you. He goes, yeah, I know. Maybe I'll fix it later. And I said, no, that's fine, because 2 plus 1 is 3. So he's happy to know that. I showed him my math skills. So there is technically a 3 on that car somewhere. What you're watching right now, battle for the 4th spot. Brad Pounds, the Dominator, to the inside of Jerry Flippo. Battle for the 4th spot. This track is fast, even though it's been so hot in Bakersfield lately. The temperature tipped off today at 109, 110 at one point. For a split second, it was 110. It's only cooled down to about 95 so far. And we are racing them fast here in the modifieds. White flag wave. The surfer dude, Brian Clark, the number 15, or 51B. Let me get my numbers straight. Through turns number 3 and 4, had the lead early and did not look back. Checkered flag. Heat number 2, winner. Brian Clark. We've got 15 of these modifieds scheduled to race here tonight. Unless there's some more added in after this heat race. Again, if you want to check out the rest of the night, lowbudget.tv is a place to check it all out. Well, we're going to have a little bit of a break, a little bit of an intermission, and that means we're going to cut our live looking right now here from the Bakersfield Speedway. We're going to shut the blinds on you, and if you want to continue on viewing the rest of the night's action from Bakersfield, www.lowbudget.tv. Standard, high quality, and HD available for your viewing preference. And again, for those of you on lowbudget.tv, we're going to have a fun full night of racing with modifieds, hobby stocks, mini stocks, mod lights, and mini dwarfs. All right, everybody, we're going to cut the freebie looking on Facebook and be exclusive on lowbudget.tv for the rest of the night. Thank you for peeking in with us.